fans, welcome to French Fried Trains. It's Saturday, August 13th, 2022, and we're in Lebanon, Ohio, at the Lebanon, Mason, and Monroe Railroad for their summer steam train event. And today, we're going to be seeing this little steam locomotive in action. Jeddo coal number 85, an 040 tank engine originally built in 1928 by the Vulcan Iron Works and nicknamed Mac. In the previous years that we've gone to this event, it's always been Lehigh Valley coal number 126, an 060 saddle tank engine. So this is the first time we've seen this little 040 in person here. So if you want to see Lehigh Valley coal 126, check out our videos from previous year's summer steam train events. I'll have it linked in the description on our summer steam train playlist here. We arrived a bit early, so we had a short wait before the train would leave the station, and we took some footage of their diesel locomotives, which we'll show at the end of the video. But finally it was time for the train to leave. Note the flaggers on the road, as this crossing is only protected by a crossbuck and yield sign. The train backs out of the station and runs backwards down a few miles of track before making the return trip, and on the return trip the locomotive will be leading. The flaggers hop on board, and it's time to go. Now these cars used to be red in all the previous years we've come to this, so they've recently repainted these. And they're off, heading out of town, as they pass by some of the diesel locomotives parked on the siding here. But like I said, we'll check those out a bit later in the video. And the chase was on. The good thing about this train is it goes so slow it's easy to leapfrog ahead of it. So we came down here near this spur track where they have a rather beat up looking car parked to wait to get our next pass of the train. And this little engine's actually making pretty good speed through the crossing here. We would leapfrog ahead of it again and get this shot at this little crossing here. Usually we would film the train at the next crossing up, but we've never filmed at this one before, so we decided to get a different shot. After this, we knew the train would be making its return run, so we headed back the way we came to set up for the return trip. We're at the same place we were earlier, but on the other side of the tracks this time. Take note of the simple flag marking the end of the train. They're the only ones running on these rails, so they don't need an end of train device. We would get ahead of it one more time to catch the train, returning into town and back to the station. And here we see the train has slowed down and the flaggers have gotten off on foot to get ahead of the train and protect that crossing. The crossing's protected and the locomotive finally pulls back into the station. And now the tail end of the train pulls across and into the station. We only stayed for one run of the train that day as the heat was getting to us. But we did check out their diesels. First up on the siding is C&O 5704, a high hood GP7 and the oldest operating GP7 in existence. Behind that, we see Nickel Plate Road, number 901 here. And this is a GP30. And one of their signature locomotives. This is the one you can buy little Christmas ornaments and knickknacks of in the gift shop. So pretty cool to see them just sitting here together on the siding. And next up, the newest locomotive they've been running here. This is an old GP10, completely restored and freshly painted up in Conrail colors here. Now this locomotive wasn't originally a Conrail locomotive in its operational lifetime, but they painted it as Conrail to honor the area, as Conrail was one of the railroads that used to run through the area. And this locomotive looks really cool in this paint scheme. Always loved the Conrail blue. And that was pretty much everything we seen that day. So this is gonna round out and end up our video here. And we'll leave you with a quick walk by of the other two locomotives here. Get some nice close-up shots. So that's everything we have for you today, folks. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And everyone, have a great week. Stay safe out there, rail fans.